Hey everyone, Matt Soble here on this fine gray Cleveland afternoon. Checking in because I just had the same conversation with two prospects in a row. I call them prospects, they're friends. They're people who I am help educate about B2B marketing opportunities, and it's something so exciting to me that I really feel like it needs to be recorded and shared with the whole world. There's a new hack out there that involves taking a podcast and turning it into a whole marketing program that allows you to have your message in your own words, in your voice, and your expertise exist everywhere across all platforms and drive tons and tons of inbound leads and sales for you. So I want to describe how this works so that everyone can understand and maybe you can start to dabble in your own podcast, your own piece of what we would call macro content, and can have a marketing strategy similar to this, or we'd be happy to help you out if that's something that'd be interesting to you. So how this works is you start a podcast. If you have a podcast already, that's awesome. You've already taken the hardest step. So if you don't have a podcast, you start one. The idea is you start to answer all of the questions and bring the conversations to light that your audience, your prospects would like to hear. So what are they struggling with? What are their needs? What's either entertaining for them or super helpful for them that they would like to consume? So you create that podcast, you record the podcast, and then after that, the podcast is only one piece of content until you decide to take that one podcast, and each topic that you covered in the podcast that you already talked about could be turned into a blog. So one podcast turns into maybe 3 or 4 blogs. Then you take social media posts and you post to promote each one of those blogs, which are then all relating back to the podcast. And so you might end up with 16, 24 social media posts relating back to blogs, relating back to a podcast, and it was all created from one piece of content that was the podcast. So your expertise only needs to come out of your head in your own words in the best way you can one time, and then the marketing team can actually go and convert that message and that value into a whole marketing program that has posts and messages across all the platforms to make sure you stay top of mind with your audience. It really is an awesome way to get highly technical products, highly technical B2B marketing messages out and displayed across all different platforms, and I'm super excited about it. We have multiple clients on it right now that are getting amazing results, and we're actively seeking more and educating on this awesome method of taking podcasts and turning it into marketing programs because it's super effective. So if anybody would like to learn more about it, please drop me a line or leave me a message. I will definitely get back to you. And if not, please start recording yourself, start talking about what you know, and start turning that into more content to get your message out there, because the people who are the most familiar and who are known are the people who get the sales. So make yourself known, make that content.